Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Mr. On My Lewis back at you with another video. Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and address the fact that I haven't made a video for this channel in a while. So I've been making videos for, other things, the place I work at and for other companies and for other projects that I have going. But I haven't made a video for this channel here. And the reason being is because, this is a personal development channel. And so every time I post something here, I want to have something great, something awesome, some very important, really cool content for you guys. And, for the past 2 months that I haven't posted yet, I was out there, I was implementing some of the things that I teach you guys here. And, it's been pretty rough, from left to right. And I've been, doing my best here to make things work. And so finally, I feel like I'm at a point where I can start making, a couple of videos here and there. So I can't promise you that I'll be delivering a video every single day as I used to before, but I can promise you I'm going to be dropping a few videos here and there whenever I have time to make these videos, because man, yeah, you guys have no idea how much I miss making these videos. It's like a breather to me. It's like I just feel good. I feel really good to be able to put out these videos. And so with that said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So today we're going to be talking about being okay with making mistakes. So make mistakes. How can you be okay with making mistakes? Because we all make mistakes and there's no denying that fact. Like, it's not like you can find a way around that. You can't just live life and not make any mistakes and live the perfect life where everything just goes your way. That's just not going to happen. You're eventually going to run into some mistakes, and those mistakes can be pretty, they can be pretty intense emotionally, depending on how big the mistake is. So in this video, I want to discuss, how can you actually embrace mistakes, especially as an introvert? Because you see, introverts, for the most part, we live in our minds. And so by that token, we usually focus a lot. We put a lot of attention, a lot of focus into whatever it is that we're doing. So, whatever project that we're working on, or we're trying to manage something here, we're part of a business here, or we're trying to, complete this project, or we're in a relationship with someone and we really want to make it work, and we put our full 100% there. And so sometimes, these things just don't work out. Your business goes down, your project just doesn't end up working out, your relationship that breaks down and stuff like that. And so, this can be pretty detrimental for an introvert, because we usually tend to put our 100% in there, and at the end, it all kind of goes to waste. And so, and for the most part, we don't have that support, because as introverts, we usually tend to feel that, we can do this on our own. Like, this is our baby, whatever it is that we're working on. So we're working on our project. We're like, this is our baby. This is our project here. Nobody's going to touch it. I don't need nobody's help. I don't need nobody's influence. And so because we put in 100% of our effort, and we pretty much, we took part in it 100%, then it's 100% our fault too if we happen to fail. There is like really nobody to blame at this point. It's not like somebody helped you. It's not like somebody influenced you. Nobody told you you should do this instead of that. So, it can be pretty detrimental. So how do you actually deal with this? So first of all, whenever you're making mistakes, I want you to realize that mistakes are good. You need to make mistakes if you want to get better, of course. So, consider mistakes as a step moving forward to getting better. All right, so the thing is that when you feel bad about making a mistake, is because you wanted to get to that result really quickly. So whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you want, so if you're a business, the first thing you want, the main thing you want, is that you want that business to be successful. You want it to pop, you want it to go, right? And the thing is that, you can't just go and take a series of steps and expect all those steps to go right, and then you get what you want and your business pops and it's successful. That's for the most part, that doesn't happen. Usually you got to go through a couple of failures and then a couple of successes here and there until you finally actually get to your main success, which makes your business pop. Or, this can be in anything too, relationship. Maybe you really want that relationship to work, but you got to realize that sometimes in that relationship, you do things that are not correct, and then that endangers you actually getting what you want, which is a very successful and happy relationship. And so you make mistakes here and there, and then at the end of the day, it's like you just feel bad. And that's because you didn't realize that you have to make mistakes in order to actually get that perfect relationship or that business to pop, or you want this project to be to provide the value that it's supposed to, or end up the way it's supposed to. And so you have to realize that mistakes are just part of it. You have to make them, and the reason why you have to make them, so first of all, acknowledge that mistakes are part of the process. Second of all, realize that mistakes are little lessons that can really teach you a lot. So here's the thing, like, imagine that there was just one series of steps. You can just take this road and do everything right, and at the end you just got your result. You pretty much didn't learn anything. All you really did was just copy somebody. Somebody told you, okay, do this, step 1, step 2, to step 3, and so on and so forth, and get your result. And that's pretty much it. You didn't really learn anything. Just imagine this. Imagine you going to the store and buying something and making yourself happy with that. Was there any learning that you did along the way of you going and actually purchasing that? Like, just say, I don't know, maybe a bag of chips or something. So you want to go buy a bag of chips, right? And the end goal is for you to be eating your bag of chips, at home, really relax and watch something on TV, whatever. You go, you buy your bag of chips, you come back, and you're done. You got your result. You had something in mind. You had a goal, was to go get those chips, bring them here. The end result is that you're sitting down, you're eating your chips. You got your result, you got your eating chips, but what did you learn along the journey? Not much. You went, you came back, it's done. No big deal. Unless, of course, you're gonna go and buy like a whole new set of chips. You're gonna go to a completely new store. You're gonna take a whole new journey in order to get there, and then you come back. But for the most part, you're not really learning anything because it's all planned out for you. You have a map to follow, so you just go, you come back, and you're done. And that's it. And you see, like, there is no learning process. There is no mastery there. That's something very simple. That's something that I could do. That's something that your friends can do. Anybody can easily just go to the store, buy a bag of chips, bring it home, and they're done. That's simple. That's simple. That's a very easy thing to do. Now, of course, if you're about to go and run a business, that's a whole completely different thing, because when it comes to business, there's a lot more variables that are involved as far as, like, getting to where you want to get to, as opposed to you go getting your bag of chips. There's only like a couple of alternatives you can really use to get there. You either drive there, you have somebody drive you there, you can walk there, you can run there, you can ride a bike. Most of them are not a big deal, as opposed to a business. You gotta, and here's the thing, most of those things are already accessible to you. So there is no emotional, there is no emotional waste, really, and nothing like emotional that you have to really, overcome when you're gonna go and get your bag of chips. I mean, think about it. All you gotta do is hop on one of those transportation things, or you can just walk, and you're done. It's easy. As opposed to a business, there's a lot of variables. There's a lot of things that you possibly cannot know ahead of time. You can assume things, but at the end of the day, things can go wrong very, very fast because there's just so many variables. There's so many things that can go sideways. Your equipment fails, this fails, this other thing, you design something, nobody likes it, you make a piece of content, nobody likes it, you make a video, nobody likes it, or something like that, or it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and then you have all these variables, and things can go very wrong. You're in a relationship, you think you're supposed to do this and do this and that, and then you start to figure out that you start doing these things and the other person's not liking it, or you're not feeling comfortable while you're doing those things, and then it just starts going sideways, and it's just a mess. And so the thing is that all of those things are necessary. You need to make those mistakes because you need to learn to paint your own journey. So for the most part, you don't know your journey. So you can take inspiration from other people's journeys, but you'll never be able to replicate their exact same journey because every human is different. You have to understand that. This is why mistakes are inevitable. Even if you have access to all the information in a specific industry, you still will make mistakes because nobody's like you. You see, in those books and those courses and everything that you study and you learn, everybody's really just sharing what worked for them, what they learned along the way. And who knows, maybe they had a specific set of talents that made it easier for them. And so because they had that talent, they probably didn't have to go through some of the adversities that you're gonna have to go through because you don't have those talents. Maybe somebody who's a great marketer, maybe they're very good at content creation. They're very good. They have a very good eye to see like what's gonna catch people's attention and what's not. Maybe you don't have that. So then when they're creating content, for them it's very easy. All they really need is access to good software and a comfortable place to be in, and that's probably the all they need, because they already have the natural talent to create content. So they'll probably just have to create content. They're probably already creating content that's good, and then they start off already with a superior advantage to you because they're already creating amazing content, and so they're just like making it better and better and better as they go. So they don't have to go through those struggles that somebody who doesn't have the talent to create content naturally has to. Now, if you don't have that natural talent, you're gonna have to struggle. You're gonna have to learn how to actually create content. So you're gonna have to go and study like how to actually have a good eye for content. You're gonna have to study other people's content. You're gonna have to study psychology of people and stuff like that, and what catches the person's attention and what doesn't. And there's a lot of variables that you're gonna have to learn as opposed to the other person. And so that's that. So you got to realize that everybody's different. And so this is why mistakes are inevitable, and you have to embrace them. You have to embrace the mistakes and just keep moving forward. Don't get stuck. Don't dwell on those mistakes. Of course, think about those mistakes, sit on them and really think about them and really, analyze and see, what's in those mistakes. And then after you're done with that, then you move on. You learn whatever it is you have to learn from the mistake. Okay, this went wrong because I did this, I did that. I was thinking a specific way. I did this instead of this first, and whatever it is, whatever the variables are, you have to know, you have to understand what they are, and then you get that opportunity, to move forward and everything. So embrace mistakes. Mistakes are awesome. You need mistakes if you want to grow, if you want to be able to get to where you want to get to. If you're not able to embrace the mistakes, you're going to let mistakes really take over and consume you and really stop you from actually moving forward. Now, the last thing that I want to say about mistakes is that you got to have a strong purpose and you got to have a strong vision, because without that, it's very easy for mistakes to just get the best of you and really just stop you from moving forward. So you have to know exactly where you're going. That way these mistakes don't seem like a big deal when they're happening. So let's just say, let's just take this video for example. I'm putting out this video here, right? Let's just say it gets 3-4 views, which I'm pretty sure that's all it's gonna get, because I'm not running any sort of promotion on this. Even though I am a marketer, I actually don't have that much time to be to put into marketing this YouTube channel right now, unless of course it organically starts popping, which is up to you. You the viewer, if you love this type of content, make sure you share it and everything, so that it gets spread around and gets a lot of attention. And maybe then maybe I start accumulating a lot of subscribers, and at that point I might start putting in some time into marketing this channel. But at this point, there is no marketing, there's no advertisement, there's nothing being put into this YouTube channel except for the amazing personal development content for introverts that you're hearing right now. But it's just necessary. You have to make the mistakes. You have to make them, and you need a strong purpose, like I said. So my purpose with this YouTube channel right here is to really inspire as many introverts as possible. I want to get to those introverts that are out there, who, possibly they're stuck in their heads right now. They don't completely understand the world. The world doesn't understand them. Believe me, I know everything about that. I just, I have trouble explaining like how I actually function, as an introvert to other people, because it's just the way it is, and just people just they don't completely understand it, because everybody seems to assume that every human is the same way and every mind works the same way, and that's not true. Every single mind is very different. Everybody's been through different experiences. Everybody was born with different talents and under different circumstances, and so sure, you have the potential to change whatever it is that you actually do, like me making this video right now. Introverts for the most part don't make videos like these, and so, but I'm here, I'm making these videos, and that's because I put in a lot of practice and a lot of hours into making videos like these. But yeah, so that's the deal there. I mean, that's really it. So you got to have a strong purpose. All of them. But like I said, that's my purpose. My purpose is to inspire introverts. Now, I know that I cannot inspire introverts through one video. So it's not like if I get 3-4 views, like I said, it's not like I'm going to feel bad and feel like shit and everything, because my video got 3-4 views. The bigger picture is that I want to inspire introverts. And I know that in order to inspire them, I'm going to have to release a lot of content. So my plan is to release at least 1,000 videos. 1,000 videos before I can see any sort of anything really. If I can see anything in this channel. So as far as right now goes, 3-4 views, I don't really care, because I'm going to continue. I love to do this, and that's another thing. That's why you got to have a purpose. You got to have a passion for what you're doing as well. You got to love to do it. That way, the love and the purpose itself makes the mistakes look like whatever. They happen, you move on, you learn, you get better. All right, so that's really it for this video. This video is already going pretty long, but yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure that if you like it, make sure you give that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you comment if you like the video, like the content. If there's a specific topic that you want me to cover, make sure you leave it down below. And like I said, embrace making mistakes. Yes, you will hurt yourself. You might end up hurting other people through your mistakes. But the thing is that mistakes ultimately are necessary for life. And you really have to think about yourself first before you think about anybody else. So make sure that if it comes to you, if it comes down to you making a mistake or pleasing somebody else, make sure that you make the mistake, all right? Make the mistake, learn from the mistake, and move on, because you definitely don't want to be stuck in a position where you're pleasing somebody else and you're trying to create comfort with the other person, and at the same time, you're just holding in something that, could potentially change your life. So always go the mistake route and learn from it. That way you're able to learn the lesson faster, and you're able to get to your purpose, whatever your end vision is, so much faster, instead of being stuck on one mistake and wanting to prevent yourself from making mistakes and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I'll try to make some more videos more often for you guys, because I love this stuff. And so yeah, so take care, and I'll see you in the next video.